Hi, Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Benton LittleShift Bike Rack on the back of our 2022 Chevrolet Tahoe. Now this is going to be a great option if you're looking for something that is going to be really compact, especially if you are just going on those solo rides, and this rack can accommodate a lot of different bikes, and it's just really simple to use. So let's jump on into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is going to be how our bike is interacting with the vehicle. So even with this mountain bike with these longer handlebars on here, let's say you're on a really bumpy road, since this doesn't have any pivot points on it, we're nowhere even close to making contact with a vehicle today. That being said, since there's no pivot points, we can't tilt this back, so if we want hatch access, I'm going to remove our bike. But that gives it a higher weight capacity since it can accommodate those e-bikes. Now, to remove this, all I'm going to have to do is come over here to this rear strap, press this button, that's going to release, and you can just tuck this behind. Same thing on the front tire. I like having two straps on the tire since it gives you a little bit of a better hold. And then we're going to have this hook that's going to be on our tire. This is great if you have a carbon frame bike or a alternative frame bike, or something with a really nice paint job. And to remove it, just press on it and lift up. But let's say you don't like mounting it to your tire because you want a better hold on it, since mounting it to the frame typically does make it a little more sturdy. You still have that option, and you can put this hook back on. So that's why I like it. You can accommodate a wider range of bikes, even ones with fenders too. So from here, we just lift up, and then we can take it out for a ride. So you're going to notice we have two cradles on here. The front cradle is going to be pretty much at an extreme angle. I like that because it gives you a better hold of your bike, and the one on the back actually pivots to accommodate a wider range of wheelbases. I'll put that strap back into place. Same thing for the front side. And it is important that you don't lose this hook, because without this, you can't go on your rides. Then just push this in. And I like to tuck it in like this so it doesn't bounce anyway or up again when you're on the road. So let's get a couple measurements to see how it's going to sit back here. The first one I'm going to get is with the ground clearance. Right now we're sitting at 25 inches. The Tahoe is a pretty high off the ground vehicle, so you really shouldn't make ground contact with this, even with those heavier bikes. Now with the distance from our back bumper, this is only going to sit at about 19 inches from that button right there, which is pretty compact when you compare it to other racks out there. It does sit out a little bit. Part of that is because we want a little bit more clearance so we can open up our liftgate. We can do that now. And if this was a little bit closer, these cradles might sit a bit close to our vehicle and it might interfere with that. But since they sit out further, we don't have that issue. I'll close that up. And you do have the option that you step on this. So if you have a roof rack on here, you need to access anything on your roof, you can use that as a step. But from here, let's check out how it's going to install. So we're going to have a 2-inch shank that's going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We're then going to have an anti-rattle bolt that goes through, connects to a nut, and there's going to be a clip at the very end. And what's nice about this is if I go to shake this, it's not going to move because that anti-rattle device does a really good job at holding this into place. And the last thing I wanted to point out is since this doesn't pivot around or fold up, we don't have to worry about it blocking anything like your license plate, your backup camera, taillights, or your back window. Now there's a lot of other one-bike carriers out there, but some of those get really premium, and some of them just add a lot of extra little bells and whistles to them. This one just keeps it simple, and that's what I like about it, is you don't have to learn how all those work, and you don't have to worry about all these buttons and how to use it. So if you're looking for something simple, this is going to be the way to go. But of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.